General's back in the building.
He's going to take that on it. I'm trying to tap that on it.
Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try to step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler?
Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury, he stands an imposing 6'9" tall, with a reach of 85 inches. He'll square off against The Rock. Tyson Fury is multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards. Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler himself, one of the greatest fighters of all.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at...
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You see the crowd, the people, the fans. We just can't.
Marciano would wear the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Punch, counter punch. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Can you imagine walking into this time, walking into an arena with such nice people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counterpunch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. That counter shot lands. You'd like to see more jabs. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Here we go for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because it's one that hands down.
There's a counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. counter shot. Missing with the hook. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Oh man, you got swarm on your face. You've got to try and push him up, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. As bad as boxing judging. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Nice defense on that left uppercut. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The perfect counter lands. Caught him. He threw a punch and just got countered. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Well, on to the fourth we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He misses with that jab. Good counter punch. The courage on display here is incredible. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. They figure out the combination to this thing.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Back and forth they go. The counter punching. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect expect to be. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missing with the hook. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Beautiful counter shot. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That was almost a... There's the bell to start round 6. So Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Missing with that jab. Straight right just misses. It's always coming. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. So I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch. Let's talk about Fury and here we go, it's round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that shot. They both want the knockout. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. There's the bell to start round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Defense is not an option for these two. It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counterpunch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous? You know what?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Sugar.
This bout.
And this one has... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Big shot from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Missing with the hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Robinson. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They had got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Back and forth they go. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. There's the bell for round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Big swing and a miss with the hook. The jab not finding its target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson. On to the fourth we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted with hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Straight right just misses. Nice job getting that punch through. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson. On to the fifth we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some fighters with a great chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like this. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in.
Set the
That big hook doesn't land. Just misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that round. This is the beginning of round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you're sent to the comeback.
They exchange punches. Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fight? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Swing and a miss with that jab. No rest for the weary. A perfect counter shot. Can't land the jab there. Well done with that counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and forward. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson. Here we go. It's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
Jab slightly off target. Throws the jab but does not score. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter. To throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. Good counter punching. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that. there's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Perfect counter lands. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Exchange here from both men. Nice counter.
Bitch, sit the fuck down.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What a...
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you. But they've got to G you up, they've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision.